Hey guys, it's Kayla and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things emo scene and everything in between. I'm here today and I'm very excited for this video because I'm going to be showing you guys how to make super simple emo scene accessories like these. So let's get to it. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make these super cute perler bead candy necklaces like these. And I'm also going to show you guys how to make these super cute hair clips with perler beads as well. So let's get to it. Now, the basis for everything I'm going to be showing you is going to be perler beads for these. You can buy perler beads online on Amazon. You can find them at Walmart or at any other craft store. They usually come in a container of multiple colors, or you can buy the colors that you need for whatever you're making. They also sell sets of different patterns for different themes. So if you're interested in Nightmare Before Christmas, Hello Kitty, Super Mario, I know they make a lot of perler bead sets more specific to those, but you can just get a general perler bead set and it will come with a bunch of different colors as well as some plastic things for you to go ahead and put your patterns down on. And of course you'll see all of these in the footage that's about to follow. But basically what we'll be doing is creating patterns to create these perler bead like items. So these perler bead cute little creations here. But I'm going to show you guys how I create the pattern and how I lay these down and basically create these. And then I'll show you what I do to them to turn them into accessories. So yes. So for the bows that I have in my hair and the one in my hand, I basically go ahead and put down the pattern for whatever I'm wanting to create. In this case, I wanted to do Hello Kitty's bow and then Kuromi's bow. So I went ahead and found patterns online. You can basically just Google like blank perler bead pattern, as in blank being whatever you're interested in. So in this case, I typed in Hello Kitty bow perler bead pattern or Kuromi bow perler bead pattern, and it will pull up a bunch of images online that you can look at. But basically you just will be copying over those patterns onto your clear tray that you're putting down your beads onto. And then once you do that, you'll iron over it with the parchment paper, so that way it's good to go as far as solidifying it so it melts and stays into one piece. And then you flip it and you do it on the other side. So for these, you're going to watch me go ahead and put all of these down as far as the patterns, and then you're going to see me iron over them and basically create them into these little pieces here. Now with perler beads, there's a lot of different things you can do as far as creating accessories with them. But in this video, I just created bows and necklaces. Now you can also make bracelets. You can take these and apply them to many different accessories. These are just general ones that I see more often, and I think that you guys would find most interesting. So that's why I went with these. But when you take them and you turn them into bows, it's very simple. All you're going to do is once you have your perler bead created, your perler bead creation completed, you're going to go ahead and get a clip like what you would use for a hair clip. You can take them from old bows if you're not wanting to spend anything on this, or you can buy little clasps at like a craft store. I got mine for I think like $4 and there was like 6 in a pack, and I just made these 2 to start with. But you're going to go ahead and get like a clasp like this, and you'll super glue it down on it. You can hot glue it, but just be mindful that when you're using heat on perler beads, it's going to warp the shape. So in this case, I just super glued it because I thought it might be safer, and I let them sit overnight. So you're going to want to make sure that they are secure before you wear them. Obviously with the glue, you don't want the clip to come off of it, and perler beads can be a little fragile, so just be careful with them whenever you do use them as accessories. But I just put the clasp on the back of these, and they work as hair bows. So you can kind of clip them in, do whatever you want with them. But I definitely think these are a super fun way to accessorize. I mean, look how freaking cute those are. But you can kind of clip them in and do whatever, and I think that they really make a statement. Plus you can do different like effects with them to make them look like more digital or cartoonized, and I feel like they can give a different aesthetic for your photos or whatever you're doing. So they definitely are super fun to wear out, and I absolutely love these. When it comes to creating these beautiful candy necklaces that I use, basically it's the same thing as far as finding a pattern and making the perler bead shape. In my other video where I did DIY Halloween crafts, you saw me make this Halloween zombie Hello Kitty. So you saw how I made this. You can watch that video to see the exact pattern of how I did it, but it's basically the same way as you would go about making these. You're just going to make the shapes. Once you go ahead and make this, I went ahead and hooked a little silver hook through the perler bead. If you're doing these correctly, you shouldn't be overcooking it, if that makes sense. So that means there should be a hole through the center of the beads that you can see through. If they're all melted, so I kind of overcooked part of this. So if they're all melted together like this where there's no hole, then that means that you're kind of letting it sit too long. So just be mindful of that when you're doing these. But you want to have a hole in them so that way you can put a little ring through it. But I basically just put the ring through here, and then I went ahead and tied the string around it, and then picked beads I thought would go well with this, and then tied them together to make the necklaces. I made these different lengths, so this one falls a little bit shorter on me than this one would, for instance. It's going to go down to about here on me. But I like that you can create different things with these, and they definitely add a lot to it. Like this in general is very much a statement piece to be added into your collection. I wanted to create a video that would show you how to make pretty easy, effortless scene accessories that, one, you can do yourself, and two, you can have a lot of creative freedom with, because I know a lot of times we go out and we try to find items that we like, as far as like different things from Hot Topic, or maybe you shop at Spencer's or Vampire Freaks, for instance. But I know that it can be a lot of fun to create your own stuff because you might have a different vision than what the store has. So I'm glad that I could create these for you guys. But they do a lot as far as accessories. Like you can turn this into a choker if you wanted to, or like a little bow tie, that would be cute. You could turn these into bracelets if you wanted to, usually with like smaller ones. Like you can make tiny stars or other different things and turn them into bracelets. There's a lot that you can do with these, but I just like how simple they are to make, and they don't require a lot of work or a lot of money even. All of the materials that are used to make these are pretty cheap. It's literally just perler beads, regular pony beads, some stretchy string, and then these are just like some metal clasp like circle things. And this came in a kit. The circles that I used to hook on here to create these, they came with the perler beads, and then I just have the pony beads separate. So you can get these in a kit to kind of make these, but I just bought the other stuff to go with it. So for instance, the clasps to turn these into bows, and then obviously to make them into necklaces. But yeah, there's a lot that you can do with these. I hope that you guys like this video. If you do like videos like this, make sure you subscribe, because I definitely put out new videos as often as I can, and I'm creating new stuff all the time. Also turn on that notification bell so you can see the next time that it drops. But yeah, comment and let me know which accessory is your favorite from what I've shown you, or if you have an ideal scene accessory or emo accessory, let me know what that is. Make sure you hit the like button, do all of the things if you will. But yeah, Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. Remember to stay safe, make good choices, and remember that you're awesome. I love you guys. Mwah.